Long ago in the land of Jaramogi, the Luo of Kenya, east of Africa, a baby boy was born to Abonyo Ward Omolo and his wife Nyabera. This was in the clans of Sido, in the present-day Kano Plains, in the shores of Lake Victoria, which bordered the Nandi escarpment. However, Nyabera did not live to see her son's face. She died at the birth of her son, Lwanda Magere. What a misfortune! For in this community, it was better to lose water than to break the pot. For once it was broken, it was irreplaceable. But one could go back to the streams for water. Lwanda was nursed by his grandmother, Rapondi, because it was the custom that older women took care of young ones in case the mother died. Being an organized African society, the Luo custom provided a guideline known as Chik, which dealt with every situation. So, whose breast did Lwanda suck? The grandmother, of course. During those seasons, the people of Ramogi suffered attacks and brutality from the warlike and hostile neighbors, Jolango, the Nandi. Lwanda's father, Abonyo, son of Omolo, died in one of those numerous raids by the Nandi. At a time, Lwanda was barely a teenager, a boy. What a loss! What a hard life! What a misfortune! Losing a mother at birth and then the father when a teenager. It is not surprising, however, that Lwanda did not grieve the death of his father openly. Many were shocked with the young man's ability to control his emotions. They concluded that he was possessed with unearthly powers. Then, as Lwanda grew older, his physical prowess and unwavering determination became evident. Lwanda possessed an inherent strength that surpassed all his peers. So, everyone could tell that Lwanda was blessed by the ancestors. The news of Lwanda Magere's remarkable abilities spread through the land, reaching the ears of a renowned warrior named Ogada. Ogada was impressed by the tales of the young boy's strength and fearlessness. He sought out for him and recognized the potentials of a mighty warrior Lwanda would become. Under Ogada's tutelage, Lwanda Magere mastered the Luo martial arts skills, popularly known as Amen. He learned the art of combat, javelin, archery, and the warrior strategy. Ogada shared with him the secrets of the land, taught him the ways of the ancestors and the knowledge about the ancient rituals and incantations. Lwanda grew into a man, and his reputation as a formidable warrior spread far and wide. Lwanda became renowned for his immense strength, and he was regarded as the symbol of hope, courage, inspiration, and unwavering loyalty to the Luo people. He was revered as the guardian and protector of the land of Ramogi. One day, the neighboring Nandi community launched a series of brutal attacks on the Luo. Their armies were fierce, and they seemed unstoppable. The Luo people were desperate, and they sought a solution to defend themselves against the ruthless invaders. It was then that Lwanda Magere stepped forward, offering himself as the defender of his people. That was the worst day in the history of Jolango. A savior had been born in the land of Ramogi. His body was as hard as stone. His skin was impenetrable, and no weapon could cause even the smallest injury on him.
Audio Jungle.
News of Lwanda Magere's invisibility and might spread so quickly, striking fear into the hearts of the Nandi warriors and their king. Seeking a way to defeat the seemingly unbeatable warrior, sent his own daughter, a beautiful and cunning princess, to infiltrate into the kingdom and discover the source of Lwanda Magere's power. Chepchumba was the name of the princess, a lady of impeccable beauty, her waist like that of an ant. Her waist befitted her so well that people thought she was born with them. Her eyelashes, wow, the wings of a seasonal butterfly. Her ringed neck. Wait, it was said that when she fluttered her eyelashes, men ran after her. It was not a mistake that when Lwanda set his eyes on Chepchumba the first time, he felt irresistibly compelled. He was in love. How fast? He didn't mind, however. So, Lwanda decided to marry Chepchumba despite the warnings by the elders. The elders cast beauty. This thing comes in the same package with charm and witchcraft. And yes, I agree. The same story with Samson and Delilah. Soon, Lwanda became ill, but in the absence of his eldest Luo wife, so vulnerable he became, so weak. He called out for his Nandi wife and instructed her to cut his shadow and put some herbs. Chepchumba was in shock. The man is a shadow! The man is a shadow! She wondered. Chepchumba was driven by her loyalty to her father and her kingdom. So, she betrayed Lwanda Magere's trust and relayed the information to the king. She arrived in the middle of the night and announced, "Father! Father! Father! The man is a shadow!" And the king, armed with this knowledge, devised a plan to exploit Lwanda's vulnerability. At dawn, the same night, the Nandi warriors invaded the Luo, who were unprepared because they believed they had become in-laws with the Nandi, and the custom dictated against waging war against in-laws. They fought and fought and fought, but the Nandi warriors studied Lwanda Magere's moves carefully, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. And the sun shone brightly overhead in the morning, casting shadows upon the battlefield. The Nandi warriors targeted Lwanda Magere's shadow. An expert archer took his aim and shot an arrow directly at Lwanda Magere's shadow. As the arrow pierced through the shadow, Lwanda Magere let out a cry of anguish and fell to the ground. That was the only time Lwanda Magere cried, it is said. He made a wish to the ancestors, and he was turned to a rock, a stone, at the exact time the invisible warrior had been defeated. That morning of loss and grief, the Luo people mourned the loss of the departed hero. To this day, Lwanda Magere's legend endures. He lives to be remembered by the whole community. The stone formed when he died is a testament to the indomitable spirit of a warrior who fought for his people until the end. Totinda.